Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the July 17th, 2023 new moon in Cancer. Now, there's going to be a new moon in Cancer on July 17th, 2023. New moons in astrology can be introspective. They can often give a surfeit and abundance of energy. Many people may feel rejuvenated. Whatever may have prohibited you previously can now be discarded. It can be a time for new beginnings. What may begin with the new moon in Cancer may end with the full moon in Aquarius. Understanding, it could be an understanding of someone's past, that, having an understanding of that may reveal a future for somebody when we have the full moon in Aquarius. Now, the new moon in Cancer, that can signify a new home for some people. It may be could be rekindling of a family relationship. Some people may begin to plan for the latter part of life. There may be beginning of expressing more sympathy and care towards someone or something. If this falls in the fifth house, it could be beginning of expressing more sympathy and care toward a romantic partner or a child, as an example. Also, too, it can be the start of the expression of protection towards someone. It may be the beginning of greater security and safety for some people. It may be the start of more introversion for some. It could be the beginning. Well, if it falls in the fifth house, for example, it can be the start of really, maybe it's just simply the beginning of playing a family game. It could be, Family Feud or Twister as some examples. Now, also too, it may be the start, of a Cancerian, type, job or profession, especially if it falls in what I would consider one of the money houses, the second, sixth, or 10th house in one's chart. Someone may begin a new position in real estate, home renovation, remodeling, history, cooking, culinary work, starting a position in a laundry or plumbing business. It might be even just a home business that somebody may begin. And it could be simply others starting some new field or job with a lot of tenacity, devotion, and dedication. Um, Now, though the new moon is generally auspicious, in some instances I believe it could signify the start of it could be a Cancerian health related issue. It could be something associated with the chest, the breast, the stomach, or ribs. Um, I would say this would be especially true if this falls in the first or sixth house in one's natal chart. The first house corresponds with the physical body. The sixth house is connected with physical health related matters. Um, since this is just a regular new moon and it's not a super moon or eclipse, it would likely be something minor, nothing overly serious. It could be just some kind of minor stomach pain or bruised ribs, as some examples. Now, another thing is it's important to look at the house this falls in your natal chart, as this could impact how it affects you. Um, this is going to, for me, you know, this is going to fall. I mean, it will fall in my, third house in my chart. Now, this one way this may be expressed could be the start of expressing just more care and sensitivity in general in my communications. Maybe there's more sympathetic and empathetic writings that may be started. It may also be, a new home situation that would involve a short journey. Um, it could be the beginning of rekindling, connection with someone from the past. That I was in early education with. Third house is connected with early education. Um, Now another thing too, it's also important, to look at the aspects this new moon makes to points in your chart, is this could impact how it affects you. This is going to be making at least a loose sextile to my natal Taurus ascendant. Now, by itself, it could, manifest in women and the public, being very compatible with my outer demeanor. Now, interestingly enough, um, the zodiac sign Cancer can be sympathetic. Taurus rising can be easily moved by sympathy. Cancer can be tenacious, dedicated, and devoted. Taurus rising may outwardly, be very persistent, loyal, and steadfast. This could also be auspicious for using that Taurus rising latent powers of endurance with whatever is associated with the new moon in Cancer. Expressing how I feel shouldn't be much of a problem for me at this time. Um, Another thing is that the new moon is going to fall at 24 degrees Cancer. Now, as far as Sabian symbols go, it can be auspicious, for starting something with self-reliance and added vitality. A person may embark on a project, and that's really, that could be met with some skepticism from others. However, once completed, the person may be lauded for his or her efforts. It may be done, with a lot of willpower, and it can be favorable also for starting something that requires ingenuity. It might be, a new Cancerian, items such as some, product associated with cooking, home improvement, plumbing, or laundry. Now, some other thing connected with this as well is that, on the negative side, though, there may be, separation, from a family member. This degree can also be positive, for doing something that requires, strong mental fortitude. Anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.